Today's Pillow Talk episode is produced by Flash Media Studios, and today we are talking all about our trip to New York City. If your eyes have been closed on Instagram, if not, you've seen it everywhere.
You've seen it everywhere. We did not skip a beat with posting. I cannot believe we went to New York without our children.
Without our children. You guys, it was so to give you some history, I have grown up going to New York City every year during the holidays since I was 8 years old. And then we took my son when he turned 1, and then I hadn't been for a few years. So I was like dying to get back, and just the way the calendar worked with my pregnancies and the postpartums, like I only want to go during the holidays, and it wasn't happening. So I told Kendra, like, I think we should do a group with our friends to New York. And so we had, invited our group of 5 girlfriends, and then, one by one, everybody was like, I can't go. Because when you look at this logistically, leaving your kids,
and
it's very difficult.
Some people have 1 kid, but other people have 3 kids. Like,
it's a big ass.
Even leaving 1 kid, but it's a big ass to go across country during the holidays.
Yeah, I mean, still wild that we did it. So it ended up being us 2 and my best friend, who was able to make it for 2 nights, and we went for 3 nights.
We were technically gone 4 nights because we took a red eye.
Okay, well,
my mom
left after our children went to sleep.
Well, not mine. Okay, yeah, so let's talk about it. Well, first Taya approached and was like, are you down? I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Never going to happen.
Literally, Kendra's husband, the week or 3 days before, I saw him 2 days before. He's like, we aren't going.
Getting in the car, he's like, I don't want to be here. How many times did he say, I don't want to be here? Yeah, it was a very, very going, kicking, and screaming, but we had the best time.
We had the best time. And it's so funny because traveling with friends, we were saying this on the trip, like you have to wait a very long time to travel with your friends because it's just.
Unless you're ready to end the friendship right away. Because you learn so much about somebody when you're traveling.
So much about them. Okay,
and
here's the first thing that I learned.
Oh, God, what? What?
Kendra and her husband had no hotel booked.
Oh, yeah, but that is like us.
Which is what I learned about how you guys travel. Like, that is not scary to you. That is like
you're going to New York where there is thousands of hotels, hundreds of 5-star hotels. Like within where you were staying by the park, I was like, yeah, I could name Baccarat, St. Regis, Peninsula, the Plaza, the Pier. I could name all these hotels. Like, I am not worried.
Okay, right.
I've been conditioned for 12 years, though.
You've been conditioned.
I've been conditioned, yeah.
I wouldn't be worried about the hotels and the availability. It would be the pricing. But I was not aware. I underestimated Gus's negotiation.
Yeah, you don't travel with Gus.
He was like, oh, yeah, got the price all the way down.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you're like, how?
How? If someone would have told me, no, this is the price, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, Gus is like, that's not going to work for me. And he does it fast, too. It was like within 11 minutes.
Do you wait and hide?
No, I went to the bathroom, took some content, did my makeup. Okay, wait, so we have to back up. Okay, so we discussed New York probably in like June.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah, let's do it, maybe. Okay, I'm like, yeah, Tay, I'll go. She's like, I'm booking flights. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to. Like, I've never left my kids more than to go to your brother's wedding and then a Backstreet Boys concert. So I've left them twice for 1 night. So the thought of leaving them on the other side of the country for 4 nights was like, yeah, I need to like breathe in a bag. Like, there's no way. It got closer and closer. Like, we need to book. I'd like look up flights. I'm like, yeah, let's book. And then finally I'm like, okay, we're going. Like, I don't think I booked until it was like maybe 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out.
I was going to say that was the latest I've ever booked. I booked our flight 5 weeks out.
Yeah,
like,
and I was like
very last minute.
Yeah. And I didn't even tell my husband that I was booking. I was like, done. And then I waited till it was like perfect divine timing, I think on Halloween. And I was like, by the way, we are going to New York. And he was having like a really fun time. And then I'm like, my sister and my mom were on deck for months. I'm like, just want to make sure you guys, like, they were reserved since June to watch my kids and our nanny during the days. So then our other friends are like one by one, nope, can't come, nope, can't come, nope, can't come. Fine, we are going. But I will say, even before the flights were booked, the dinner reservations were happening. Because if you go to New York, like, you have to have an itinerary, maybe not a hotel till you get there, but you have to have a game plan. And the hardest thing is dinner reservations.
The hardest thing is dinner reservations in New York. And that to us was the most important. Like,
what we're
literally
eating.
All we wanted to do was eat, drink, and shop.
And that's all we did.
And like the only itinerary was lunch reservations, dinner, lunch, dinner, lunch.
Oh, Gus was also having a heart attack about that. He's like, we just ate. We're going to the next. Yes.
I'm like, lunch is in 3 hours.
Wrap this up.
Wrap this up. Okay, so basically, we're going to give you guys our full New York itinerary, how we booked reservations, where we stayed. So we flew out on a Monday night, 11 p.m. out of LA.
Almost
Fine.
didn't make it. Wait, almost didn't make it. My husband was landing from another flight. Literally, the moment that the car was pulling away from Taylor's house, I packed all of our stuff, loaded it all, went to pick up Taylor and Drew in the car. And then my husband pulls up in an Uber. You guys were literally loaded in the car.
We were all waiting.
Almost did not make it.
In the car for Kendra's husband. He got in.
Strax.
Barely made it to LAX.
Yep.
Got on the flight.
Yep.
Flight was fine. You know, I will say 4.5 hours is Kendra was the one who made us do the red eye. I personally don't like red eyes.
Okay.
It was fine.
It was fine. In a red eye, in my opinion, it shouldn't be less than 6 hours. However, I cannot sleep in an economy seat. Like I cannot. So if you're laying flat 4.5 hours, that's better sleep than I get at home. It's like, yeah, I'll take it. That'll be beautiful.
Yes. So Kendra was laying flat in the front. I was in the back.
I told you to stay with me. Gus told you.
I
He
know.
said you would have been happier next to Drew.
I know. Okay, but it actually wasn't that bad. Like, so
It wasn't bad.
It's 4.5 hours to New York. Which
it wasn't
I feel
that bad as I have a
everybody
cold.
It wasn't bad. I don't know. I wasn't as tired as I thought. The worst part is normally we take the red eye out of John Wayne if we're going to go, which gets you into New York at 5 a.m. We landed in New York at 7 a.m. It was so efficient getting off the plane, getting our bags. The car was ready, like going through the airport. You guys, it took us 2 hours to get into this city.
You don't want to land in rush hour traffic.
You do not want to. I can't believe the people of New York City or New Jersey travel.
I know.
That kind of I mean, it's 9 miles from the airport. Took 2 hours to get there.
The drive there was harder than the flight there.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. It was more than half of our flight.
That's right.
To get across the country.
Okay, so we get eventually to the city, drop Taylor off. Actually, did you drop us off? Can't even remember. We dropped you off. I think
you dropped me off first because you didn't know what we were saying. So we'll talk about our hotel stays. I picked the Pier in New York, which I have always wanted to stay at. It's like a very historic New York City hotel. Kendra and I both wanted to be by the park. I don't know. I think we just like the shopping up there. Yeah. I like the vibe.
My ideal is you stay uptown, Upper East Side, and then you go downtown at night.
Yes, we go out downtown. So the Pier is on 61st and 5th Avenue. You literally step out one side, you're on 5th Avenue at Central Park, and you step out on 61st and you're at Madison. So perfect. It was amazing. It was beautiful. That's where I was telling Kendra and them to stay. They were going back and forth between all 5 different hotels on 5th Avenue. But it worked out because they stayed just across the corner from us, literally a diagonal.
Literally see each other. Yeah. So it's perfect. And I love that because then we could do things at my hotel. We could do things at your hotel.
Yes, which is what you said. Yes. And I agreed.
Right? It worked out. Gus was originally like, we need to stay with them. Like, that's messed up. And I'm like, I don't know, because it's not like we're going to be like holding hands going back to our room.
Right. No.
Which I guess we were anyways, going to each other's. But we stayed at the Plaza, which is like so iconic, and especially
during the
holidays. And like, even if I'm not staying at the Plaza and I go to New York during the holidays, you always have to go and sit in the lobby and have like a special. However, it was so beautiful. It was actually my first time staying at the Plaza.
Ooh.
And I loved our room. Everything was beautiful. Location, like without a doubt.
10 out of 10.
The only thing I'll say about the Plaza that drives me crazy, like there is a sign out front that says like for hotel guests only. It is. You are like getting in traffic trying to get in and out of your hotel.
Yeah, the Plaza is very touristy for the right reason. I mean, we just said that we go there all the time. I do think they did a really good job though of that champagne bar that was by your lobby. Like that was strictly hotel guests, which was nice. But yeah, like the trees, which is where we needed content. That was us and the rest of New York City.
At 2 and 3 in the morning. We're like, perfect, no one's here. What was his name? Brian?
Blake
was our guy. Okay, which we'll get to. However, okay, put our bags down. My husband is the guy that like, yeah, we'll book flights last minute. I had actually booked, those are very early for me, booking flights 3 weeks out.
I cannot.
He will be going somewhere and like calling the hotel and like he'll show up. Like we literally showed up and we had no hotel room.
No,
and we got an early check-in.
I'm asking Gus as we are getting to the pier, like, are you getting out here or where are you getting out? And he's like, the Plaza. I'm like,
this is him. Okay, but normally we do this with children. Can you imagine that?
No. No.
Yeah. Like we are so, it's not he is so last minute. So like, he's like, this is the last thing I need to be
But
stressed
it like
about.
so works for him, you guys,
It
because
works.
their room was ready. Mine was not.
He has a way. I don't know. It's like, we said he needs to write a textbook on this.
Yeah, he needs like a TikTok.
Yeah.
But we got there.
Yeah.
Showered in the fitness center.
Yep. Put our stuff down, got quickly ready, and we went to
Sarah
an
Beth's.
amazing breakfast at Sarah Beth's, which was, again, right next to both hotels. Quick walk. Had a really fun little breakfast. And then it was time to hit the ground. And those poor men, it was like, we're walking, we're shopping, we're doing this. And then we had to walk to go get our pizza.
Well, we stopped at Bergdorf's, and then we were like, okay, we'll be right back, and then let's go get pizza.
Yeah, like one of the most iconic places for me to stop in New York is the shoe department in
At Bergdorf's.
Yeah, it's like, you know your way around that very quickly.
Yes.
You sit your
Second
husband
floor.
down.
Yep.
You go try on.
It's always a little warm in there, so the men
fall asleep. They feel cozy. I will say, if you don't have a sales associate at Bergdorf's, you're basically like begging for somebody to like try on. Like, can I please buy this $1,500 shoe? Like,
no, they're not like hustling you.
Yeah,
like,
they're not
At
hustling.
South Coast Plaza.
Especially during this time of year. Like,
No.
you're a dime a dozen, honey. You want to drop some money? You got to wait in line.
And the women of New York City, I mean, this is like they're, going to Target. It is filled with the New Yorkers, and they're hi, I have a holiday party tonight. I'll take that Dior heel, please.
I could sit there and just watch the women.
All the women.
All day. Like, remember you're going on the escalator? I'm like, just look at how chic that woman is. Like,
just everything.
No fucks given. You know that she just rolled out of her fantastic closet. Never. I'm like, you look so iconic.
Yeah, no.
The women of the Upper East Side. There's something to say.
Yeah, so we did. Bergdorf was our first stop after breakfast. And then I was like, hey, we have to go get pizza. So then I made everybody walk like a lot of blocks. And Gus was like, where is this?
Yeah, which I will say, I'm so upset that we didn't get to go to the pizza place that I wanted to.
I know. We should have gone to that too.
Okay, so
if we would have woken up early on the last day we were
Pizza
there.
Art in the Upper East Side. Lauren Bostic actually said it on her podcast, and Dana White said it as well. I'm like, we have got to get there.
It was on the Upper East Side.
Yeah, it was. It's right next to the peninsula. Right next to the peninsula.
Oh.
Like around the corner. But instead, we went to John's Pizza.
Yeah.
Which was really good.
It's really beautiful. It's like in an old church.
Don't go for the drinks. Like, you go for the pizza.
You go for the pizza and a beer.
The best part about the pizza was the dough was like salted.
Salty.
That's why it was so good.
Pizza.
Yeah, and we had to fulfill the like New York pizza. Great. And then we are back on to the luxury eating. So we decided to go to the Rockefeller Chalets, which like it sounds like such a TikTok, Instagram like tourist hustle.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, but it was still very cute.
It was so cute and so fun.
Yeah.
So you pay like $120 and you get, which like when we were there, the tree was there, but it was covered in scaffolding.
The tree is going to be down by the time this episode comes out. Or the tree will be the scaffolding will be
down. The scaffolding will be down. It is so cute. They look over all the chalets, look over the ice skating rink. Someone comes and serves you. They have holiday drinks, beer, wine. We didn't get any of the food because we literally just finished eating. But normally they only give you a 40-minute stay, but they let us stay there.
Well, wait, we were also like 18 minutes into our 40-minute stay, you're like, you better figure out, Gus, how to fix this stay, even though we were not late because of my husband, which sounds like we normally would be. Remember, then we stayed for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, we stayed for like an hour and a half. I thought it was so fun. Like, it was one of those tourist things that you have to check off. If you're going to New York during the holidays, like you need to be around Rockefeller.
Like if you're from New York right now, you'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. Yeah. Which we get, but like it was so cute.
And like Radio City and walking around. Yeah. And then our first night's dinner.
Quality Italian.
We
all go to our rooms and like, you're adjusting to your time. You've only slept maybe 3 hours, 3.5 on the plane. So we all take naps. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll set my alarm for 6 p.m. My alarm does not go off. I wake up to my husband at 7:28 saying, isn't dinner at 7:30? I was like, shot out of bed to all these missed calls from Taylor. I'm like, well, guess you're not coming. I'm like, I'll be there. How late was I?
Like 15 minutes.
15 minutes late. We were ready to go.
Drew and I fully thought we were having dinner by ourselves.
No, there is no romantic dinner.
We'll meet them after.
You drug me out here to the other side of the country, honey. Well, you will be in my presence.
I think we called Gus too. And we FaceTimed you and nothing.
Yeah, no. Well, I made it.
They made it. We did Quality Italian, which
oh my God,
so
Quality
good.
Italian. That pasta, the lobster pasta at Quality Italian, I still will dream about. Caesar salad, incredible. The chicken parm pizza, I know that you love. I think I
don't love.
Oh yeah, because
I don't need it.
Yeah. Okay, there's a better restaurant here, Via Mara, that does that. But that whole vibe, it was very New York. It was very like
New York vibe.
all of the people like leave their offices, go there, like
very
you could tell, dark. Yeah, upstairs. Like love that place.
Yeah. That was delicious and so fun. And then we went to get drinks. Seville, which was really cute. We
Oh my God.
did not realize we were going on Latin night, and like everybody was salsa dancing,
which was so much fun. We also partook in the salsa dancing. Had an incredible little like nightcap there. Actually, that was not where we.
That was not our nightcap.
Oh my God, we just kept going.
So then our friends were like, "Oh, go to the Ritz Nomad for the nebulas."
Yeah, the
which
rooftop.
is like the Jose Andres rooftop bar,
very
which was
chic.
Stunning.
Yeah, it was very,
oh my God. If you want to go get a drink in New York and you're not staying uptown or downtown, you're staying in the middle, go to the Ritz Nomad. Like,
even if you are, it's worth going.
It's worth driving.
Yeah,
the view, the bar being all gold lit
chic.
up onyx. Like, oh my God, it was beautiful. So we had our nightcap there.
No, we did it. We kept going. Oh my God. Have you tried all the health trends, but you're still feeling tired, foggy, or just not like yourself? You're not alone. We have been there. And the truth is, energy and strength starts deep into your cells. That's why I've been loving Mito Pure gummies. They're the first ever longevity gummy powered by urolithin A, the only clinical proven nutrient that supports strength and healthy aging from the inside out. Since taking them, Taylor and I both noticed sustained energy without the crash and even quicker recovery after workouts, which is amazing. Plus, they taste so good, which makes them easy to take every day.
Here's what makes them special. Mito Pure gummies improve energy at the source, boost muscle strength by up to 12% after just 16 weeks, and deliver 6 times more urolithin A than a glass of pomegranate juice. And they're vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, and doctor recommended. If you want to stay strong and energized now and as you age, you have to try Mito Pure gummies. My friends at Timeline are giving you all 20% off just for my listeners. Head to timeline.com/chaos to get started. That's timeline.com/CHAOS. Your cells will thank you.
This is why I have a cold right now, Taylor. You rode me into the ground of New York City and then sent me back to my children and said, go be a mom at the holidays.
We're going back in the taxi and then we're like, oh, I guess we could just use like a glass of wine.
And it's probably 1 a.m. at this point. I think we kept going.
It was like 12:30.
Yeah, because they were done at 12.
They closed at midnight.
By the way, can we have a moment? Like, New York is a city that never sleeps. Apparently it does.
Apparently it does.
Things shut down.
I grew up going to New York and like all my girls'
everything was later.
Everything in New York stayed up until 4 a.m. That was the problem. You didn't go to sleep until 3:30, so you couldn't wake up the next day.
Can we also have a moment that the week before that our trip happened to New York, the New York mayor was elected, and his name is Zohran Mamdani. And my husband is not on social media, but he does like his TikTok for like, he watches like politics and stocks and like occasionally some singing on TikTok. And everywhere we went, it was turn the volume up, which was Mamdani's thing to Trump. Like, my husband's not in politics. He does not really have a say, but he just likes a catchy phrase. So everywhere we went, it was turn the volume up.
However, every taxi we got in,
everywhere. New York does know how to turn the volume down at midnight. I'm shocked.
So this guy that was sitting next to me at the bar at the Ritz, he said, oh my gosh, did you know? Because I'm like, why are we doing last
Why are we all going to bed?
11:30 p.m.?
Yeah, what's going on
New York time, which is 8:30 our time. And he was like, oh, the city now closes at 12:30. Your hotel bar used to be up until 2 a.m. No, midnight.
They decided that nothing good happens past midnight.
Which is very smart.
Yeah.
We said we can work around that.
Yeah, we found our ways.
But so we left that place at like midnight, went back and we're like, oh, we could probably use, a glass of wine to just go to sleep. And then we realized the Plaza bar wasn't open either. We weren't going to go to the Pierre. And then your husband was like, just come up to the room. We'll have it.
Yeah. Well, we also pulled up to the Plaza and we're like, oh my God, it's empty. Which like to have the Plaza empty in the front and in the lobby is like so much fun. So we probably had 30 minutes of fun downstairs frolicking.
Taking photos, videos.
Literally in the video, it was Blake, our friend, that was the doorman that we just kept tipping for hanging out with us. He's like, frolic, ladies, frolic. And there's a video of him where he thinks it's getting of us, and it's him. He's like, frolic, just keep frolicking. I am dead. I'm like,
I can't.
So actually, that was probably one of my favorite times of like our room at the
I know.
plaza.
I
It
think
was
so too.
very fun. And our husband's videoing us dancing on furniture, climbing into bed,
Yeah. And then
having chocolate covered strawberries,
macaroons. Like it was so cute and
was
fun.
fun.
And then the next day we woke up.
Went to Ralph's.
We went to Ralph's Coffee on the Upper East Side. Okay, so that
Yeah.
was our day of like, let's do Upper East Side shopping.
Oh my God. Which, by the way, you guys, the Ralph Lauren on Madison
Ugh.
is so
It's insane.
beautiful. I'm like, Ralph, we have moved in. Like, you're going to have to peel me off of this couch.
I mean,
it's so gorgeous.
So we got coffee at Ralph's, which is in the store, basically. Delicious coffee, cutest vibes. Like it's so
perfect at the
Instagrammable.
holidays,
Yeah.
And
then
a little bit, got stuff for the kids.
Got stuff for the kids. I changed Kendra's whole Christmas card theme. I'm like,
another way that you're just throwing a wrench into my life. We're there shopping, and Taylor's like, "You haven't done your Christmas card pictures." I was like, "No," and she's like, "You need to." And I already had our outfits. She said, "You need to do a Ralph Lauren Christmas card." I'm like, "You're right.
Yeah,
I do. I could be so easily influenced by you." My husband's like, "What are you doing?" No, you're not. I'm like, "Oh shit."
we are.
So we redid our Christmas cards sitting there, got outfits.
Got Zane the cutest bear Ralph Lauren
God.
sweater. But so that day we mainly did Upper East Side shopping. We just walked down Madison, walked down 71st, looked at all the beautiful townhomes that we can never live in. And then we walked through Central Park, which was so fun and a great way to see the park because we were going to have lunch at Tavern on the Green, which is in the middle of Central Park on the Upper West side of the park. And it's one of those places that like used to be open, closed for many years, reopened, remodeled recently. I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago. New Yorker will probably correct me. So we had lunch there. That was one of my favorite. Like
that was fun.
My burger was so good. Those French fries. Did we go through like?
Yeah, it was 12 orders. And then our other friends came and met us too. So now we have 3 couples going. Okay, so really good tavern lunch. And it's just like a very like
it's just like New York holiday. Like you're looking at the park. It's all decorated.
We did hustle through that park too. Like we walked.
Oh, we walked.
I don't know how women, families, nannies handle having children.
Oh, did you see all the children in the park? I mean,
bundled like out of, and it wasn't even
like
that cool.
Living their best lives. They loved it.
Yeah, I still don't know if I could logistically have children in New York City.
Yeah, it'd be very hard.
It'd be very hard.
Yeah. Okay, so we
had
then
from there. It was time to shop.
We
were hitting every place, like our lives depended on it.
Like the Uber.
Oh my God.
We said Hermes on the Upper East Side, please. Like
we started at Hermes and we worked our way down. We warmed up that card. We stimulated the economy.
Popped in, popped out, looked around.
Yeah, the holiday decorations at every store. Dior.
I wanted to see the Dior gingerbread.
Dior was so beautiful.
They have gingerbread purses
Lady
that
Dior
we
bags.
actually
I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Real.
That's so cute. They made the bag based off the decoration. That is not for sale, lady.
No,
that
you can chomp into it.
That's right. What was your favorite holiday display? Dior.
Oh, Dior.
Yeah, I thought it was gorgeous.
And I love the way that they took it through the store, that rainbow wall.
Rainbow wall was so beautiful.
But like the Christmas trees of the gingerbread, I said like, beautiful. How do we do this in our house?
We went to the Louis Vuitton trunk, which we thought that like, oh wow, they wrapped it. No, it's actually under construction. So there's another Louis Vuitton, but that was so crazy. Like,
well, they're getting more press and views from this remodel. Yeah, than when it was open. Yeah. It's stunning. Like when you see it next to the New York skyscrapers, like a Louis Vuitton trunk.
It's beautiful.
And the place across the actual Louis that's open across the way, I thought that was really pretty too.
Yes. Then we divided because you wanted to go. I don't know where you went. I went to Miu Miu. We went to different stores. Our poor husbands.
Yes.
And then we decided to meet back out at a bar of a college friend of yours, which was so fun.
It was so fun to see him. Yes. Yeah. And then Kendra and Gus were going home. Gus needed to take a nap.
Yeah.
And then
which he didn't.
Oh, perfect. And then my college friend had an event at the Amon. So we were all walking there and Drew had a business meeting. And I ended up being the good wife and went to the business meeting side of the Amon.
Instead of the caviar event.
Instead of the caviar event. But it was cool to see the Amon because that's originally where you wanted to stay.
The Amon is new.
It's new in New York. So we were on the members only side, got up to the members club.
In the residences.
It's beautiful. It's like right on 59th and 5th Avenue. It's stunning. Very beautifully decorated. So Drew and I had some coffee there.
The Amon is like ultimate luxury.
Oh, yes. You can
It's
tell.
yeah.
And like the security there to get into the members only side. I mean, we had a barcode. We had to wait till the member came. They were walking us up. Like there was nobody that was
And
getting
I feel
past
like
that
when you're at
doorman.
the Amman, and I mean in any Amman, it's like almost like time's like hold still.
I mean, there's
Like you're
the doorman has an iPad
yeah.
out at the front before you even get to the
Yeah.
security
It's not the
inside.
plaza of like you can come and take pictures. It's
Right.
like no, you are not
No.
coming in. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And like the cars lined on the street outside. I
Yeah.
mean, the plaza has that too, but like right there was insane. So we did that. Then we had to literally rush to go home. I think I left my same tights on, which is probably why they were ripping. We
Oh
kept
my God. You
laughing.
guys,
We must have gone through 7 pairs of tights.
oh my God. The way that those tights run, which we need to have a fashion conversation about New York. We should do that as well.
Yes.
Okay, but let's talk about dinner. This was probably my favorite dinner, the Nines. Taylor worked her magic to get this reservation at the Nines. Holy shit. The best vibes, the best piano bar, the best food, like the atmosphere. We had the best time.
It is like
that was probably my favorite time.
I know. Think like old New York, red booths, leopard carpet.
Swanky.
So dark.
So swanky.
We got seated right next to the piano.
Wait,
which
let's
I
start
don't know
from
if they knew was
Oh, they knew who was coming. Before you even walk in, it doesn't say like the Nines
It doesn't say
outside.
the Nines.
Like it's one of those places. Like
you have to
gotta
know. I almost went to the door next door.
Yeah, Gus said we're going over there. I said I think it's right
this one.
here.
Yeah.
Because what does it say outside?
It says like Acme or something.
Yeah,
like
Acme.
where you would think it's somewhere else,
Yep.
and then you go in.
Okay, you guys. So if you know
and you walk
my
under like a
husband,
curtain.
and actually if you just know our group, like we like a live music,
Yes.
piano singing situation. We got there. I was like, oh my God, why did they sit us next to the piano? My husband would be fighting for the microphone. However, I will tell you, like every song, it's like, here's a 20, here's a 20, here's a 50. Like we will pay for our music to be sung.
Right.
She like after probably the 5th song, she's like, you guys are killing me with the set list. But I think in the best way, she ended up coming up to us after and she's like, I have not seen this place go off like tonight in so long.
Yeah.
Like you guys made this party. Everybody was up. We were throwing napkins. We were like banging tables.
Like
we were having
belting at the top of our lungs.
The best music, the best.
It was it was almost like, okay, so we had our reservation was at 8 and we finished probably at like 11:30. Well,
yeah.
So here's the thing.
Normally
Let's
they
talk
have
about
a
what
bar.
we ate first.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
had an incredible filet with mashed potatoes. We also there, the waiter was like, our French fries are the best French fries. I think we ordered 8 French fries. They were shoestring French fries. Amazing. You had your favorite meal in New York there.
That meal was so fucking good.
Yeah. Okay, so what'd you have?
Okay. I am the type of person when I'm going to a dinner and like it's somewhere I've not been before, I want to look at the menu ahead. I don't want to be stressed sitting there of like with a flashlight, especially in New York. It's very dark in these restaurants of like, what am I seeing? What am I reading? Like, I want to know what they are known for. And I don't necessarily trust the server because like, I don't eat pork. What if they don't eat fish? Like, I want to know, I need to lay the land.
Yes.
So everywhere I kept seeing was the potato, the potato, the potato. And I'm like, okay, this potato, but it has a big fat dollop of probably 3 ounces of caviar on top. So it's like $100-something potato, but I'm like, you know what? Like if somebody else will eat caviar, so we sit down, I'm like, does anyone here eat caviar other than my husband? Because my husband's like not going to eat a whole.
Yeah.
He did actually. Thank God Andrea was like, yeah, I'll go on it with you. I was like, all right, we're having this potato. Then I'm also like, do you want to split something else? And I'm like, they're also known for the burger. And like, I'm not a burger girl. It is the best burger I've ever put in my mouth. The most incredible cheese. I know you hate cheese, don't gag. Caramelized onions. Her and I were sitting there savoring every bite. She gave her husband a bite.
This is the best meal we've ever had.
The best meal. She gave her husband a bite and I was like, wow, you're such a good wife. Like I looked at Gus of like, don't even look at me right now. Like don't even cross me. The potato, oh my God. The creme fraiche. It was just incredible. I would book another trip as long as we can get that reservation.
If we could get the Nines again.
Yeah,
I know.
that
it was
dinner
amazing.
was absolutely iconic.
Well, so it was really hard after that though, because we had been there for 3 hours. We had each had a cocktail. We're drinking wine, and like wine in New York pricing, I feel like it was so outrageous. Like there was no just normal bottle. So I'm looking around like, this is such a fun vibe, and I want to keep singing and I want to keep saying, but like we cannot open another outrageously expensive bottle.
Wait,
of
they
wine.
were running out.
Oh, it ran out of like
3 times.
We picked like a reasonable one. Oh, we're out of that one. Pick the next reasonable one. Oh, we're out of that one. Like we were having to go up in pricing.
Yeah.
From like where we started. So we said,
you don't go to New York. Like you have to plan and budget for New York.
Yes.
If you want to do it the way Taylor and I did. So like I understand that yes, you could do it on a different level, but like we were really wanting to go to like fine dining places. So that is an us problem.
Right. And mainly just for dinner.
Yes.
Like our lunches were very reasonable.
Yeah.
But yeah, we saved up literally for our dinners. So we said, okay, let's go have a drink somewhere else. Cause I think it was like 10:30. Like we'd been there for 2.5 hours. Went to this one place in the Lower East Side that normally pops off. It was not popping off. And I'm
like, I'll go pee here and then we'll leave.
And that's literally what we did. Yeah. And then we went to another place.
This is also probably the most, okay, this was fun.
Okay,
Paul's Baby Grand, if you're listening, thank you for the time. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for making me feel like I am a Gen Z, Gen X, maybe. I don't even know what's next.
It was just, we felt like
okay. Well, wait, we first walk up. It's like 11:30 probably, maybe almost midnight at this point. And the guy goes, Gus was like, we brought pretty girls dying. I was like, Gus, that doesn't work anymore. Like, you have to be cool now. Like, in this place, it was like, okay, I don't even know how to like say it without getting myself in trouble of who was there. How do I say this?
Oh, yeah. No, it was just like, it was younger. Yeah, I think like what you said, Gen.
Yes. Okay.
The next gen down.
We walk up and they're like, yeah, normally the couples come at like 10, meaning like the 30-something, 40.
Yeah.
You guys look old for being here right now. You don't look like you're fluid as the crowd that's inside.
Yeah.
Is that the best way for me to put it? Okay. We're like, no, we're going in. And like, if you tell us, not that they were telling us, no, they were just like, wow. Then they're like, it's going to be a $3,000 table. We obviously worked down that whole situation, put Gus in there. We go in there, you guys. We completely understood. Like, it was a fun New York vibe, but it was definitely locals.
It was all locals. We were
downtown.
The only people who were
It was the cool people of downtown.
Yes.
We were the stuffy Upper East Siders in that moment. But we got down.
Oh my God. We had so much fun.
We
also,
were
the vibe was really cool. Like the walls were pink with like big green palm leaves, like the Beverly Hills Hotel. The chairs had cow print on them. Like it was just
if you were there, you were immersed in the culture of Paul's Baby Grand.
Yes.
And we got there. Okay, so within 20 minutes, all of a sudden the music comes to a screeching halt and a wedding broke out.
Mm-hmm.
2 women were getting married. Vows were being exchanged. The priest comes, also a woman, the ordained minister, I guess I will say.
Yeah. Right.
Takes her top off.
Yep.
So that's what we'll say, not a priest. I'm sorry, an ordained minister. Takes her top off, pasties on, and is officiating a wedding.
Yeah.
In front of us.
And we're all looking around like, wait, is this real? Part of like a show that goes on with the bar?
It felt like I was at the box.
Yeah, it felt like the box a little bit.
I will tell you, the box, after the night ended, the box felt a little bit more tamed. And if you don't know what the box is, look it up. The box felt a little bit more tame than what we witnessed.
I know.
It was just wild.
It was wild.
Girls, yeah.
So
ladders were brought out.
Ladders. That kicked off our night at Paul's Baby Grand. And then obviously the 2 brides and the ordained minister were the stars of the night, standing up on things, dancing. Like I was just looking around, taking in everything that was going on. It's so fun to do things like that.
That you would never do
would never do here in a place like New York City.
And also
it's like, that's why you go.
Here. You don't have that here.
Yeah, no.
I don't know where that is. Only at Paul's.
But that was really fun. And then we went home.
Yeah.
And then it was our last day there.
What did we do?
We went to, you woke up at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah, I will wake up early for a blowout. That's all. I'm like, I think we got back at like 2:30. And we went to bed at 3. And my alarm went off at 7:30 because I had to get my hair blown out.
Yeah. So Kendra had a blowout that she thought she was going to keep for 2 days for her Christmas card photos when she landed Friday for Saturday morning Christmas card photos. And I'm like, I'm not going to question
I'm on the plane texting my girl, you need to meet me at my house Saturday morning. Literally. I'm like, this is
no,
not
there
working
was
for
no
me.
way. So you got a blowout. The rest of us met for lunch at Bad Roman.
That's right.
Which was delicious.
Really
I
good
thought
food.
it was so good.
Okay, Bad Roman is like very like Instagram, TikTok, like you see it all over. I will say, I'm like, why are we in Columbus Circle? Like
You really had an issue with the Columbus Circle Mall.
I absolutely did.
Yeah.
I will stay on that.
Yeah.
Bad Roman was good. I should have not gone back there, and you drug me back there late night.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing.
Okay,
not
in my
really much
opinion,
else
you
open.
go to like cute little nook places, like other places. I don't want to be in a building like that feels like a mall. But I loved Bad Roman.
Yeah,
Bad
I
Roman
think
was great.
there's like some steakhouses in New York that are in skyscrapers that
go?
you're like walking in.
Where did we
it's
go
like,
after Bad Roman?
And then we went to do our shopping.
Again?
Yes, that's when we went to Chanel.
Okay, and then we went to Chanel.
And then we went back to Bergdorf's because Drea wanted to go back.
We went back to Bergdorf's.
Then we went to the Plaza.
Then we were at the Plaza.
And because we never, believe it or not, had a drink at the Plaza, which is we were like, oh my God, we have to have a drink at the Plaza lobby bar.
It's wild how fast our trip went.
That's what I'm saying. Like timing in New York, for some reason, it's shorter. Their days are shorter.
It does not make sense. And then we went to the famous last dinner, which Taylor woke up at like 5 a.m. on like the day out to get this reservation at La Artusi, which was so beautiful.
The dinner, you guys, the food was insane.
Yeah.
It was so good. Really hard reservation to get. That's one of those, like they open it 14 days before at 9 a.m. So if you're California, you need to be calling on the line at 5:58 in the morning, 14 days to the date out. And like, you're lucky if you get a spot.
Yeah.
Although for large, you see, I did see that, you know, if you're a party of 2, you can walk in, put your name in at 5 o'clock, you'll get called back at 9. But we were a party of 6. So I had to have all of our reservations set.
Yeah. And also like it's in the best neighborhood.
Oh yeah. It's in the downtown in the West Village. Like, beautiful.
It's just so fun walking.
Well, then we finished dinner quite early because the only time I could get La Artusi was basically 6 o'clock by the time I got seated. So we were trying to go out in downtown and everywhere had a line. I'm like, it's 8:30.
Yeah, I will say, like, I feel like it was good going there and like we had enough downtown. It was like, let's go back to where we were.
Well, yeah. So then everyone's like, let's go back. We also had a treacherous ride downtown. So everyone wanted to get back to the home base.
Yeah.
And then we went to the pier because we hadn't done a drink at the pier. We had a drink at the pier and the singer just really didn't compare to the Nines.
Yeah, so we had one last final bang. I don't even know where that was.
The Ascent.
Yes.
Which is next to one of my favorite old steakhouses.
They basically told us, you guys have got to get
You
off.
have to get up and go.
We're done. We stayed up later than New York City. I will say that. We stayed up later than New York. New York was closing everywhere we were going.
But you guys, again, when we were leaving Ascent, it was like midnight, 12:15.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was like we were like getting kicked out of these places. And we're like, we are still ready to go.
Yeah.
We're on
we
California
were very
time.
Confused.
We do not have children.
Right.
We are here with a mission.
Right.
And stop kicking us out of all these places. Like, stop closing.
I know. So we ended up going home, and then the next day we left, and I made it to one more coffee shop, which I always wanted to go to in New York, San Ambroge. They have a few in Europe. It was right outside my hotel, 61st and Madison. Got delicious coffee. Barely made it onto. I mean, actually, I thought our ride was very smooth to the airport.
Yeah, it was easy.
Flight home, easy. I mean, it was great.
Back to the mess of our children.
Back to reality.
It went so fast.
So fast.
I will say, though, I was like, oh, my God, my kids did not miss me as much as I thought that they would. Like, Zoe was for sure, like, clinging on to me of like, oh, my gosh, when I got home. Zane was like, hi, Mommy, I missed you. Like, it was like, I'm like, oh, good. My mom and sister are like, you could have stayed longer. I'm like, should I? I was halfway to London. Should I have just kept going?
Yes,
like,
you should have.
It did make me feel good of like, okay, they were in the best hands.
And like that, maybe it is possible in 2027 to go again for
2026. What are we doing with 2026?
I don't know.
Like, it's okay for me to go on a trip. Like, it was my first time for going on a trip. I'm like, that was okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So that was New York.
So we're working on reservations for next year. That was New York.
New York.
That was it. I mean, which was amazing. I
could go back.
No. All right, guys, that was our New York itinerary. We wish we could have brought you along with us.
I know.
That was it.
Nope, you'll still be seeing content.
That's it.